What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix, and today is Wednesday, which means it's time for a new old school game update. OSRS turns 8 years old on the 22nd of February, so next Monday, and Jagex released an in-game birthday event in today's update. We also got a new map for the Last Man Standing minigame called Wild VARROCK, an abandoned wilderness version of the city. We got a new level 91 agility shortcut in the VLD caves, and earlier in the week, Jagex proposed a new free-to-play quest called Below Ice Mountain, which got very mixed reactions out of the community. The quest would bring a lot of new content to free-to-play, with a new dungeon and a range of new free-to-play training methods. Jagex also announced that they'd be postponing the equipment nerf along with a few tweaks to it, and I'll talk about that and the free-to-play quest towards the end of the video. If you want a huge gaming mousepad, check out my merch store linked down in the description. There's 7 mousepad designs in stock, as well as 5 poster designs for you to choose from. So in celebration of 8 years of old school, Duke HORACIO in Lumbridge invited guests from all around RuneScape to attend a birthday party. The Duke invited King Awowagi, the Monkey King, but he couldn't make it, so instead a bunch of monkey followers came along. The monkeys started causing a bit of havoc around Lumbridge, so your job in the event is to catch them and return the monkeys to the Duke. As a reward, you're given 2 half-full jugs of wine, a banana cape, and a cursed banana. The upper part of the banana cape looks similar to a skill cape, and it also has an emote where a monkey comes out. The cursed banana is one of the most bizarre items that Jagex has added to old school, where if you wear it, you stand, walk, and run around like a monkey. At the end of this video, I'm going to go through the entire birthday event to show you how to do it. But firstly, I'd like to talk about the other content we got this week so that there's no spoilers for those that want to do the event themselves. So also in today's game update, Jagex added a new map to the Last Man Standing minigame. The map is called Wild VARROCK, and it demonstrates what VARROCK would look like if it was in the wilderness. It's definitely a cool piece of content to check out, and Last Man Standing is a great place to learn how to PK while making a bit of money on the side. Also in today's update, a new shortcut was added to the VLD caves, which are the caves used in the Legends quest in the Karazi jungle. This shortcut requires level 91 agility to use, and saves about a minute of running time going down the cliff. This is only really useful for the master clue step, which requires you to dig in the mossy area below. To use the shortcut, you need to purchase a long rope from the Dark Maya general store for 50k. Then you only need to use it once on the shortcut, and there'll permanently be a rope there. To reach the actual shortcut, you need to navigate through most of the caves, up to the point where you go down the winch. You need a range of tools to make it here. You'll need a pickaxe, axe, machete, lockpick, unpowered orb, and runes to cast any charge orb spell. Earlier this week, Jagex posted a poll blog, which is where Jagex proposes updates, then the community can vote yes or no to them with the in-game polling booths. In this poll blog, Jagex is proposing a new free-to-play quest called Below Ice Mountain. They aim to release it sometime in April, and it would bring a huge range of new content to free-to-play. There's a dungeon as well as 3 new combination training methods. There's a mining and smithing method where you gather relics. There's a new fishing, cooking, and prayer training method, which might change the prayer training landscape for free-to-play. And lastly, there's a combat and rune crafting method, which got some mixed reactions out of the free-to-play community since they're likely to affect the previously fastest methods. There's also a new weapon being proposed, which can be made with components found within these new training methods. The proposed stats make it on par, if not better, than the rune scimitar, which is the best melee weapon available to free-to-play. There's a range of smaller details I haven't really spoken about here, so if you're interested in this content and want to learn more about it, I've linked the official poll blog down in the description. Over the last few weeks, Jagex has been keeping us in the loop regarding their stance on the upcoming nerfs to high-level equipment. I've spoken about these changes in a number of videos, so I'm not going to go into much detail today, but basically, at this point in time, Jagex has proposed a range of small changes to the original nerfs, and you can read all of these new changes in the news post that I've linked below. I plan to make a more in-depth video about the nerf once Jagex finalizes their decision, but if you want want to see what Jagex is currently thinking, that news post covers everything. Jagex released a separate news post, which stated that they've decided they're going to go back to the drawing board and postpone the nerf for a while. They state that they aren't going to predict a date for when they're going to release it, but they're going to continue brainstorming behind the scenes. So now I'm going to take you through the entire birthday event. If you prefer to work out events for yourself, then I'd suggest pausing the video here, but if you want to see what the event's about without actually having to do it, then keep watching. The event's start location is at HORACIO on the second floor of LUMBRIDGE Castle. To complete the event, you don't need any items, but an Amulet of Glory for the Alcarid teleport and a LUMBRIDGE teleport is useful to take. Also, a stamina or energy potion would be handy as well, since there's a fair bit of running. So the Duke starts off by asking for assistance with an urgent matter. He says he threw an 8th birthday party for Old School, and King Awowagi, who couldn't end up making it, invited a bunch of monkey followers that came along instead. The Duke wants you to capture the monkeys because they're causing trouble around the city, so he suggests you talk to Zeke in Alcarid to learn how to catch them. So make your way to Zeke, who runs the scimitar store, and you can use an Amulet of Glory to get nearby. Zeke doesn't sound interested at first, but once you mention monkeys, he explains how he's always wanted a monkey, so he teaches you how to make traps. After talking to him, you should ask him for a spare knife. You then need to grab 6 bananas from the barrels next to him, as well as the remainder of your inventory with bamboo from the barrel. Then use the bamboo on the banana and you make monkey cages, and you need 6 cages in total. When you're done, you can make your way back to HORACIO in LUMBRIDGE Castle. Teleporting to LUMBRIDGE is the best way there, and once you talk to the Duke, he gives you a list of locations that monkeys were spotted around LUMBRIDGE. You can then go capture them in any order, but this is the order to do it fairly quickly. So firstly, make your way to the camp between LUMBRIDGE and the Wizard's Tower and find the unicorn with a monkey on its back. When you're near it, left click one of the monkey cages in your inventory to place it down, and you'll enter a cutscene. The next location is Bob's Axes, and once you're inside Bob's house, you can place down a trap. Then make your way to Father Eric in the LUMBRIDGE Church and place down a trap near him. Next, go outside of the LUMBRIDGE General Store, and you need to place a trap near Donnie, who has a monkey on her back. Then make your way to the sheep pen, and at the northeastern side there's a sheep with a sleeping monkey on top of it. Then the last monkey is in the far north cow farm in the eastern area, sitting on top of a cow. Then once you have all of the traps filled, you can go back to the Duke on the second floor of the castle and give him the monkeys so that everyone can celebrate the 8th birthday party. So you then make your way downstairs to the party room and complete the event. As I mentioned earlier in the video, you get 2 half jugs of wine, a banana cape, and a cursed banana once you finish. So that's a recap of what went down in Old School over the last week. If you enjoy these game update videos, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you want a gaming mousepad, my merch store is linked down in the description. The news posts from today's updates are all linked down in the description as well. But anyways, thanks for watching and have a nice day.